Hey. So this is not gonna work. Okay. Okay, that didn't go well. Okay, whatever. We don't need this. We can just use this here. Or this. This would be so nice if we got some purchase on this here. So if we could fit something in here and find a corresponding hole on the other side. What if we do it like this? If we use this here. Let's see. What is here? This here is a hole that could work. Oh. Wait, this works. Okay. This works. We can do this here. Or less. Oh. Wait. This just the one that we need. However, it's not gonna go well. So we need this here, and we need I'm gonna show you in a moment. Just let me do this. We'll see. We'll see. If the angles agree with us, because without the wheel we don't know. So technically this is kinda okay. Technically. But let's mount the wheel and see if the angles work. Shit's tight, but it kinda works. Kinda works. It kinda works. Doesn't touch anything. Yeah, doesn't touch anything. Doesn't touch anything, no matter what angle we are. Yeah, doesn't touch anything. And geometry works as well. Come on, light, shine. Please shine. There we go. Okay. So geometry-wise, this works. Now the question is, do we want it to be exactly like this? I don't know. But I just wanted to find a geometry that is okay. And this works perfectly. It's as tight of a wheel arch as we can make it. Impossible to make it tighter. Today's weather is hot. The storm yesterday did not really change anything temperature-wise or humidity-wise. If anything, the humidity is worse. So right. So since we moved everything apart, we don't need this connector on here. So we can use a different lift arm here. We can use a 13 stud lift arm here right away. So we don't need the lift arm with alternating holes. We can use a simple normal one. Yeah. like that. Now, obviously, we still would want to do something with this here, so that we would connect this to this. But how, I do not know yet. Do we even want this? Would this be enough? No, we do need this to be stronger. This needs to be stronger. This is a bit too jelly-like. See, this is a bit too jelly-like. Is this? Is this? Is this? Hmm. Unfortunately, we have a problem here, like that. Well, this could be changed. Or could it? I mean, ideally we would have this here, but we can't. Next ideal position would be if this was a pinhole instead of an axle hole, then we could pin here, pin this in this, but we can't. Maybe a connector. Oh wait, no, there's no connector that fits this. There's no connector that fits this. All right. Okay. How do we fix this? This is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, imagine what would happen with the door. I mean, this is just jelly-like. Yeah. Okay. Let's think. What could we do? The natural way of thinking would be to make sure that this here is somehow connected, well, downwards. What we could do is, if we used, for example, this part here, or this part here in a manner that we had before, and then we would do this. So two strikes at one time. We would these gray ones, but so first we would eliminate the pinhole here by using an axle hole, so this part here wouldn't be able to twist. Like that. And now the second part that we are gonna do is we have to, well, angle this down. Do we have a hole here? Okay. Unfortunately, this is not gonna go well. Because of this here. I don't know if you can see it in this light. It's shitty. This guy here is preventing us from executing this in a proper manner. I mean, this would be great because then the suspension would also have something to lean on. But this kind of sucks because this here would nicely tie up into this hole here. And then we would have a much better support. Let me think. We could butcher something, but we want, a clean looking structure here, not something that somebody came up with at home. Something that looks decent. I mean, obviously we could, we can move this to the front. Let me just move this to the front just to check the geometry. So if we have this here, and then we used, I don't know, this thing here, like that. Yeah, that it will. That's not a problem. Steering shaft will be cleared. Okay, this is so much better, but it's bulky. It's bulky unnecessarily. See, this fits, but this part here should be on the other side, but it can't because this here is in the way. If it was on the other side, this would be so nice. So nice. Here it's just in the way. Because now this is very strong now. this edge here is now supported on with three on 3 points. So the downward slope, this one, and the vertical. So this point here now is very strong, as it should be. So just 2 were not enough, but 3 is good. But this is eating me alive. This should not be there. How do we change that? You know, I want to keep it simple. I mean, it's relatively easy to go around that with some gymnastics, but I would like to keep it as simple as possible. I mean, if we remove the support for the triangle here, then there's no problem. I mean, let's try it. And then we can maybe redesign this a little bit different. I don't know. Okay. So you see, come on, light metering. Can you please? Okay, can you please? It's so well lit. Okay, so now we have this part here on the other side. Before it was here on this side, taking up space. Now it's on the other side, which is good. Okay. And the suspension arm can now lean against it as well, so better. So it's better supported. Okay, but while we have done this, now we have a problem with the triangular part, because it has no mounting point, which would be here, exactly where the upright is. So I wonder, what do we do here? Do we even use the triangle part, or and you know, do something else with the hole here? That's the question. What do we do with this? Maybe we could even use part like this here, that would enable us to, you know, kind of manipulate the edge here a little bit. Let's see. I have to try it at least. Even if it may be a dead end, you know. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. I mean, we don't really have a sensible mount point here for it. It's not really on any stud, whatever. If we move it back, we have the problem that this here is gonna hit the panel. We could, of course, eliminate the lift arm here, move the panels closer together, and then do something with the mount point here. Possible. Possible. Not good, but possible. Because if you look at the floor here, this bit, I don't like it. I don't really like it. It's weird. It looks, you know, shit. You know, it looks shit. It looks really put together at home. Yeah, that's the right word. As if someone put it together in a shed. No, it's us, but I don't like it. This needs to be better, and besides, you know, we have this problem exactly on the side that we really don't want. So we need to fix that. Yeah, I mean, this is reasonably enough solid, but the floor here, I mean, I would like to move this part here one step closer to the center, so I can eliminate one of these and put a longer, perhaps a 15 here. This. And then we need to think of something here, in maybe not instead of them, but as a replacement. Probably keeping one of them and doing the rest with lift arms. But then it's still not satisfactory. But yeah, we have to do something here. This is not okay. Whoa, we ripped the floor out. We didn't see that coming. These. Okay, so this spins in here. Fine. Then we need another one here. That's the bolt. Okay, this one's fine. Need one here. Okay. Okay. Here we have too many. We don't need as many. We need just these. Got it. Okay. Right. So okay. Now here on the other side we are gonna have this one, I guess. And here we could have potentially this here, maybe in the middle, you know, to make it look good as well, because you know it has to have a sense of aesthetics. Otherwise, it's just gonna look random, and you know I don't want this. I want it to look, you know, kind of to make some sense. Potentially, we could also use this here. So, an empty panel. We could. So we would not use this guy here, but this guy. So let me put this back on, just so we can see where we are compared to before. Okay. And this one was here, right? Yeah. Like this ish. Keep in mind, this is just me thinking. We are gonna see if this stays or we have to change this. Okay. So here in the front, the things that I wanted to change did not change. That's sad. So we're gonna take this away and see what happens if we put this here. Yeah, obviously, even if we do this here, the mount point is exactly here, which is not great. Contemplating on what to do. Let me try something. Just for, I don't know. Shits and giggles, I guess. So what if we had this guy? Like that. And then the other one facing the opposite direction. Maybe. To be stretched a little bit. Yeah, great. But this is fine, but it's not fine because it needs to be one step further here. And if it's one step further here, the mount point is, well, you can guess where it is. Exactly where it should be. Exactly where it shouldn't be. But if we used this here, like that, then we obviously have to lose this here, and we used it here, like that. There is here, this is a distinct possibility that we are going to explore. It's here. I'm just gonna use this to check where it needs to be. We're gonna mount this to see what happens. You know, maybe, probably it's gonna be shit, but there is a non-zero possibility that it may not be shit, and I'm hoping for that non-zero possibility. Okay, so, well, is it okay? No, something's off. It's off because this is, yeah, this is too far back. Oh, it needs to be there. Okay, so it needs to be one step further to the front. Okay, it needs to be there. Well, needs, wants, whatever. Yeah. It's a yes but situation because this thing here is not okay. Because obviously this is not a true stud distance. This is less than 4 studs. So that's not good. Shit. If we use just this here. In a manner like this. What would happen if we do this? I wonder. I'm gonna use something here to just, you know, just fix this in position. I'm gonna use this here. No. I'm gonna use this. It's not ideal, but this. And before we invest too much energy into pursuing this, I am going to put a wheel on and see if the wheel interferes with it. If it doesn't, we can pursue it further. If it does, it's irrelevant. And lo and behold, it does not interfere with it. Very nice. Very good. Very good. So the situation here at the bottom is the following. So now we need to bring this to somewhere near here and see if we have a position where we can mount something. Does not look too good, because the ideal position is, of course, here. It is here. Maybe we can salvage this. If the ideal position is here. I know. I'm just thinking on how to mount it. I know it's on geometry. We need something here to mount it. That at the same time is, you know, isn't excessive. We want it to be mounted relatively simple. Relatively simple. maybe like this. Obviously we need to change this here, but this is just a test. Just a test, because we now need to fill this, I guess, with something that looks clean-ish, no, that doesn't look cobbled together. So one idea would be this, for example. So if we, instead of the panel here, if we had, you know, this area empty like that, or in this case, what I would actually rather do, and we could do, since this area here is under the seats, we can place this guy here. We can place this guy here, so it's under the seats. We don't care. And this panel here can be moved forward. That is actually not the stupidest idea. And then we have a level floor where it matters, and we have the hole here where it doesn't matter, you know, for lightness. And who knows, maybe we can utilize this here for the mechanisms, servo mounts for the gear shifter. So that's probably what we should do. We should place this here. But obviously, since this has different holes, we need to reposition the. We need to reposition these guys. Okay. Like this. This one is gonna be just like that. Oh. We need this here. And this. So we have this here. Ah, come on. Wrong sequence. I'm gonna put these in here first. Come on. There we go. And this. Okay. Temporary. Okay, this one goes in here. Here. It's all gonna look good when it's done, but in its intermediate state where it's chaos, it always looks weird. Okay. So these two, I don't know what to do with these at the moment. Okay. This one is away. And this one is gonna be a 6 stud. Like that. And this one, let's see what we're gonna do here. There and there. Okay. What did we gain? Simplicity, we did gain, but we still didn't mount this here. Which means that this part here has to be 2 parts. So one is gonna be, let's say this, and one is gonna be something else. But probably what we are gonna do is we're gonna use this here, and this capacity. Oh my god, really, none of the holes align the way we want. So we want this hole here to be mounted on something, and this here. But if we use this one, yeah, this hole would be mounted, but then this one can't be mounted. Damn it. Damn it. And this one can't be mounted as well, but if we shift it one step further, then these two holes can be mounted, but we still don't have a mounting point for this here. Lovely. Lovely. So how do we tackle this? I mean, this one can't be one step further forward. That's impossible. Because then the wheel is gonna hit it. Ideally, you know, it would pin into this, but it can't. One, two. Well, might as well. How much? We need a 13? No? What do we need? 11. 11 starts here, and this one here in the front. And then it all falls into place. Of course, impossible without CADA parts, but if you have CADA parts, which I happen to have, we're good. We are good. There. And here, we are gonna just use regular 11 stud beam. And there we go. Ish. This is gonna change, of course. Probably we're gonna have an axle here, so we can mount the. So we can mount this here, and this capacity. This is gonna be mounted here. We may not even need an axle hole. I mean, we need to see where exactly this needs to be mounted. I forgot exactly in which position it was, but you know, we'll see. But I am happy with the floor actually. This part here, I don't know what you're gonna do. Maybe just slap a you know 3-stud here and call it a day. We'll see. Maybe we gonna need this sort, I don't know, for the steering wheel. We'll see. So let's convert the other side as well and admire our results, since now we don't have to engineer it. It's gonna should be relatively quick. So let's remove everything. Well, almost everything. And it's gone. Okay. Okay. Now I have to just copy this. But people, of course, know that I am extremely bad at reverse engineering. Well, I can at least, hopefully, reverse engineer my stuff. Okay. Where's the other part? Okay. This one here. That. Yeah. This is also changing. Oh. Well, no. While I'm at it, I have to change everything. But this is gonna be just fine. This one. I think I forgot. What exactly did I have to ask? What the fuck? Oh, there's wax. I had, you know, I have so much non-stream stuff on my mind as well, so I completely forgot what I had to ask. Just this, and we are done with the conversion. Thing that I noticed. Okay. Oh, now I remember what I had to ask. So basically, if they have this hub, okay. I was thinking all the time, what the fuck did I forget to ask? I did not ask. I will. I will. I'm gonna write them an email. Sorry, my old mind does not work the way it once did, if it ever did. But you know. Okay. So we have converted both sides to look a bit prettier and cleaner than before. This looks a lot more than like a product than what we had before. still left for debate. But as I said, we need to see about the steering first. Maybe we are gonna mount something that supports the steering here. I don't know. If we don't, we're gonna put something there. No, we'll see. Or I don't know. We'll do something with this. But you know, I really like this. The chassis is pretty stiff. Pretty stiff. Not the worst. Not the worst chassis, and you see, it looks so much cleaner now than we did this. This is gonna be covered by the seats, so it's not gonna be visible. And here, you know, we have just, you know, uniformity, cleanness. I think this looks tons better than before. So yeah. Now to this question here. What are we gonna do with the discrepancy here? The half a stud discrepancy. This is not okay. So the problem is, of course, that this here, we try to connect it to this. We are half a stud offset. Consider that this is hanging a little bit, and you know, we are definitely not gonna just connect them. That's no. That's absolutely not gonna happen. So we need to think about something here. No, it's not fine. It's absolutely not fine. Which side is this from? This one. Oh, okay. So that is absolutely not okay. And if we would connect them, doesn't even fit. You can see how this bends. No. Which one? Front or rear? So you mean this one? You mean this one? Yeah, but Sam, you are in the wrong stream. We don't do easy here. If we did easy here, we wouldn't even start. This isn't half a start off. Listen, which one? So this is half a start off. But this, how can it be half a start off? It looks perfectly fine. Yeah, the camera. Come on, focus. Focus here on this. This, please. Can you focus? Okay, obviously can't focus. This camera. I don't see how it is half a start off. It looks perfectly fine. In which direction is it half a start off? So I guess if we placed an axle here, it would be half a start off. That's this. Well, it's not. I mean, it's able to freely rotate on the beam, and it looks like it's perfectly fine. There is nothing off. I don't understand. I don't know. Well, with this one, we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen here. I have to think if we use this or something else. I don't know. Problem is, of course, continuing this part here. We'll see. We are gonna see. Yeah. I mean, the chassis is looking really nice, and it's actually very light. It's a very light chassis. I don't know what exactly he meant, but I would like to know. I would actually like to know. So, next on the agenda, steering wheel. So we have to now reposition the steering wheel, of course, because everything around it has changed. And then we can do the dashboard. The good part is that since we have changed so much here, let me take this off again because it's just in the way of things. Since we have changed so much here, we have actually a huge amount of space for the dashboard. There's a lot of space. This is all not nice and flat now. We don't have anything sticking up here preventing us from doing anything. We have a hole, a huge hole here through here for the mechanisms that's gonna connect the actuation for the headlights. All of that. So good things have happened. I guess we don't want this at the moment. Yeah. Obviously, I forgot again where the steering wheel exactly has to be. But I will determine this until next stream, of course. It has to be somewhere here. I don't know. No. Just have to be careful about the angle here. Because we cannot do any angle because the lift arm here is in the way. What do you mean, which steering wheel? The steering wheel in the dashboard, of course. Obviously. You know, this steering wheel. Because we have hand of God steering, we have this steering wheel, and we have the servo in the front. So three ways of steering the car. Obviously. Yeah. So there's that. The door, of course, is gonna change dramatically. Not in its outside appearance, but in how it's connected, because we are gonna use we are going to use this lift arm here instead of this here, so that we can attach the the window frame to this here, and this is gonna be connected like this. This guy, of course, is gonna be connected somewhere here, and I'm just gonna test. Nice. This feels a lot more solid. And the door, of course, needs to be one stud longer than what it is now, for obvious reasons. So we don't have to. There's a gap of bodywork here between the fender and the door. We are gonna skip that bodywork and do just the fender flare, so we don't don't have to deal with that. But the door at the moment, of course, it's too short for it to properly attach. And yeah, we need to reposition this here, of course, but that's not going to be a problem because the door is going to be longer. And yeah, Okay, I mean, this feels good. Feels good. This is probably gonna change because we need. I think this is where we need the. We need these here to be somewhere. Maybe here. Let's see, but you know, it has to change. Has to change. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for today. And we'll see what we can do on Friday. I'm pretty sure we are gonna have a heated conversation about the direction that we are gonna take. I have some ideas here for the front, and yeah, the car will have manual mode because obviously we have the key function here. So you are gonna insert the key here, and then you are going to, you know, first of all, you can see here the stud for the servo, and then there's an actuator here that goes back to the gearbox that is gonna engage and disengage the clutch that connects the motor, the buggy motors to the drivetrain. So you know you can disconnect them, and then another one probably on this side is gonna go to somewhere here, where the servo that actuates the shifter is gonna be. So you know, we need to disconnect 3 motors with the key. So basically, there's gonna be a nice looking key and everything that connects in here. You turn it and you engage remote control mode, and you turn it again to disengage the remote control mode. That's the idea. And then you take it out, and you know, we're gonna make it look good and everything, but that's the general idea. But yeah, here in the front, we need the wishbones are way too far to the front, so we need to do something here. I don't know what exactly, but we need to make sure that they are in the proper position. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen here. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I see you on Friday.